Well, we learned that tithing, the word tithe means a tenth, basically, and literally means to give a tenth of your income or the first fruits of what you have. Well, we first learned about tithing from the church that we started going to when we first became believers, followers of Christ, and we really didn't tithe at first because we didn't give a tenth. We gave what we could, which
It was more like $10.
yeah, if we gave $10, sometimes no dollars. It just really depend. But we learned from church. Well, once we did learn to tithe and actually started to, which wasn't really until we learned how to budget, which through Financial Peace University we were able to learn how to budget and then how to put tithing at the top of our budget. I think we learned that it really took discipline. It was hard. It was a sacrifice to put God first, and it forced us to rearrange our priorities.
It also takes love. Love for Christ is the reason why we tithe. So our challenge is to challenge everybody, first of all, to flee from debt, because God clearly tells us to stay away from it, and to do everything you can to get your priorities in order. Think about what your needs are versus what your wants are, because I think a lot of times we get that messed up. And to make those little steps towards the goals that God would have you to reach, because sometimes it's not easy. It takes time, especially if we've messed things up in the past, and you got to work your way out of a hole before you can be where God wants you to be. But He honors that.
I think starting somewhere as far as giving, it may not be a tenth, but that's a goal to strive for. But start giving with something, and then as you learn how to manage money, you'll find you'll have more of it. And as you make that a priority, like we said earlier, it'll take some sacrifices, some things, but God will honor that. And then for those that may already be tithing, as far as giving more, we say that we challenge you really to be filled with the Spirit and be prepared and anticipate being ready to give at a moment's notice where God's tells you to go as far as when needs come up. And just a huge joy comes out of that when you're giving as God leads, and it's much better than receiving.